You're listening to the Zebra Podcast Network, your school, your voice.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We are back. Nancy, you're shorter. There you go. There you go. Point it back up. There you go. Yeah. All right. We're welcoming back one of our favorite Zebra alumni, former host, the originator of Peer2Peer, Nancy.
Hi, guys. It's good to be back.
Are you ready to put together another banger?
Yeah, another banger. This is going to be a little oldie banger for you guys, you know, a little word of wisdom, postgraduate, you know.
Nancy, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, Nancy, you are class of?
2024, the
Not
best
that
class.
long ago, the best. They're all the best.
Yeah, I'm biased, though.
All right, so, Nancy, you have left New Brunswick High School.
Yep.
Where are you now?
I am currently a sophomore at Ramapo College of New Jersey. I'm majoring in data science, minoring in public health. And yeah, I mean, I work at the library on campus. I'm the treasurer for the data science club. I was a residential assistant. Yeah. I won a scholarship for that covers for the rest of my life in college. So yeah, life is great.
Life is great for you. I know it. Okay. So you weren't in high school that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Not that long ago. So just after a couple of years, what do you still hold with you from New Brunswick High School that makes you who you are and helps you do what you're doing now?
Definitely the mentorship. I admire and I completely devote my entire existence, honestly, to the mentors that I had when I was in college. I mean, in high school, like with Juba and like Nessie, like this whole peer-to-peer, Miss Foster, the advisors, all these amazing people that had amazing wisdom for me while I was here. Everything that they poured into me, I poured back into them and into myself. And it doesn't go like unnoticed 100%. All the lessons that I've learned through them, every single time that I've fallen while I was in college, they've come to help me get back up, and I've truly appreciated it, especially with the semesters that I have had and everything. It's just been great. And that's one thing that I definitely take with me. I definitely recommend reaching out to your professors, to your teachers, what's it called? All the people that are willing to help you, especially in New Brunswick. People think that the teachers don't care about you. No, you need to care about yourself in order to realize that they actually do care about you. But as long as if you're not willing to pour into yourself, then it gets to a point where they stop trying, you know, with specifically with you. But you have to want it for yourself at the same time, you know?
There's nothing you said I would disagree with. So you're out of high school 2 years.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest shift or something that was really surprising to you going from New Brunswick High School to going to college?
Honestly, the level of independence, and in regards to everything, in regards to dorming, because I dorm. So that was an independence, a freedom, I guess, to be honest. But it came at a cost as well. The social aspect of trying to find friends, because obviously all my friends went to Rutgers, New Brunswick, or even then I don't really keep in touch with most of them anymore. But that doesn't mean that our friendship doesn't go unnoticed or unappreciated. I do admire and reflect on the memories and the experience and the lessons I've learned with the friendship that I did have in high school. But there were friendships for seasons and chapters in my life and everything. But the friendships that I do have currently as well, sometimes you outgrow people, and that's okay too. That doesn't mean that it's just okay, well, I'll never speak to you for the rest of my life. But I do want to see you winning on different stages, you know, different sides of the world, you know. But it's definitely nice to reflect back on the memories and things that we've done together in that one period of time, you know. I've learned a lot about myself in regards to everything that I'm capable of doing, everything that I'm not capable of doing, juggling everything, and understanding that was this huge reflection that good things can only come from failure when you're willing to learn from them, and you're willing to grow and reflect and acknowledge that some things don't work out and some things do. But in the end, as long as you're willing to pour back on yourself and not give up, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, you're only betting on yourself, and no one else is betting on you. And taking a chance on yourself, applying for that like crazy scholarship, applying for that crazy internship, applying for that crazy job that no one, like in a million years, you didn't think you'd ever get. But sometimes you just have an impact on people, and as long as you're willing to, as long as you have confidence in yourself, that's all that matters. Embrace the charisma, embrace being uncomfortable in the being comfortable in the uncomfortable, and embracing the journey as well. Because at the end of the day, you always have a goal in life, but once you reach that goal, there's always going to be a next one, and then a next one, and then the next one. But if you don't appreciate the climb and the journey, then the goal won't really matter as much, And it's all about, what do you learn about yourself in the end throughout that journey? What do you admire about yourself? How far you've come? All these things. It's all a learning experience, understanding that we're all going through life the same time, but stop comparing yourself to people. That's the first step. Don't compare yourself to, oh, this person's doing great in life, this person's doing this. Everybody has their own personal struggles. Everybody's hiding a struggle. What's it called? That doesn't mean that they're doing amazing. Everybody can always put up a front. But once you stop comparing yourself, that's when you start learning who you are as a person and embracing who you are and loving yourself. Because not everybody's journey is the same. But at the end of the day, whether if it's school, if it's like life, as long as you cross that stage, that's all that matters. No matter how many times, no matter how many hours you have to go through, no matter how many times you have to study more than somebody else, that doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, the goal is to get an A. The goal is to get a B+. As long as you don't settle, never settle. Always go the extra mile.
Nancy, I knew that once I put you on the mic, you would just drop knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. So thank you for everything you just dropped. I might just take everything you said and just make a special bonus episode of Peer2Peer because you always bring great perspective. You are wise beyond your years. Thank you.
Thank you.
My last question to you, I want you to complete the following sentence.
Okay.
Because of New Brunswick High School, blank.
Because of New Brunswick High School, I have gone the extra mile. I have made it my life. I've had devoted my entire life to make sure that I do not settle to be just another statistics or another data point in the New Brunswick stigma. I choose to take the next step and take that leap forward of being the motivation for somebody else, being the inspiration for somebody, even those that I don't even know, whether I inspire you in this episode and I never meet you, just know that it doesn't go unnoticed, and I appreciate anybody who listens. But going that extra mile and just understanding that, I didn't settle because of New Brunswick, and I'm glad that I didn't, because I was able to learn so much about myself. I was able to, apply for that crazy internship, apply for the craziest thing, and getting it. And even then, when I wouldn't get it, I know that it happened for a reason. I know that God has a door that's gonna be better, bigger and better, But that's definitely something that I took away from New Brunswick, and I'm glad that I learned from everything that I have learned about myself through New Brunswick. Outside of New Brunswick, this was 100% the root of my entire existence, and I didn't let whatever New Brunswick had for me to be it for me. I didn't sit here and was okay, well, everybody's expecting me to be nothing or for nothing to come out of me. And I didn't choose to settle for that, So as long as you don't settle, as long as you go the extra mile, if you have to wake up extra earlier than everybody else, then so be it, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to at one point, But it's worth it in the end, and not giving up, not giving yourself for surrender, it's worth it in the end. And yeah, I'm definitely glad to have come to New Brunswick. I will never be ashamed of New Brunswick. I will always be willing to come back and drop wisdom, like Nessie said. I appreciate everything that I learned and all the memories I've created in New Brunswick. But I have flown from the nest, and that doesn't mean that I didn't appreciate where I came from, because at the end of the day, I will always remember my roots, But yeah, because of those roots, I was able to grow and flourish. And even if a couple branches fell off, that doesn't matter. I'm still this amazing, beautiful tree, and you are too.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Peer2Peer. We hope our conversation has inspired you to explore your own path and embrace the leader within you. We invite you to share your experiences and join the conversation on our social media platforms. Follow us on Instagram at NVHS Peer Leadership. Don't forget to subscribe to Peer2Peer on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts so you never miss an episode. Please share Peer2Peer with someone who would also enjoy the show and get value. Peer2Peer is a member of the Zebra Podcast Network. Visit zebrapodcastnetwork.com for more information. This is Peer2Peer, where your story matters.